she was singing a bunch of songs that have come out from movies into a museum, and you see a display of cars. Mostly that's 7 times as much as the Bugatti Chiron. Hello guys, hope you're having a really good Sunday so far. The time is 11:08 a.m. and it's nice to have clouds here before we heat up once again. It's nice to have it cloudy here. Yeah, a fairly chill weekend so far. In yesterday's video, I went to the Maritime Festival at Dana Point, which is still going as of today. It was amusing. For a part of it, I went to watch the singing show, which not so many people attended because it was an early point of the day, but there was Ember McKenzie on stage. She was singing a bunch of songs that have come out from movies. Well, that was fun. Now, if I'm gonna be honest, I would have done this before, but only in the last few months did I gain this privilege by driving a car, by obtaining my driver's license in May. Now, for a crazy story. In fact, in the last 2 days, there had been a shitload of stuff happening in Los Angeles, where on Friday, one guy was found carjacking, which led to a 25-30 minute traffic pursuit, and at the end a group of police cars had blocked him and eventually he was arrested. And yesterday there was another guy who stabbed somebody, and while they were checking his condition, he stole the ambulance vehicle and ran off. In the meantime, at the end of yesterday, I had to look up this site, Marconi, I guess. That's another place in which there's a car show, but it's not like an annual car show, but you know, you get into a museum and you see a display of cars, mostly from before the 21st century. They work from Tuesdays to Saturdays, and if you go on the advertisement, it specifically talks about that car that is sponsored by the 1989 Batman movie, which the name for that vehicle is Batmobile. It's 19 feet long, and not only in the first but also in that other Batman movie, it's also featured in that other Batman movie that had come out in 1992. And the really cool thing about driving that vehicle is that it goes as much as 10,000 horsepower. Get that, 10,000. That's 7 times as much as the Bugatti Chiron and 8 times as much as the Koenigsegg Jesko. That's freaking insane. And this hungry stork down there, voila, I see you, he says. 11:59, and now the sun's out. It is all blue. At the start of the hour, it was gray and cloudy, and somebody like, hey, give me my space. Yeah, and the thing about my car, the Mercedes E320, which I have never talked about, that 2009 was the last model of the Mercedes E320 cars that has been made. After 2009, they have moved on to the Mercedes E350. They upgraded the Mercedes to the E350 from 2010 onwards. Between 1994 and 2009 was the time that Mercedes was manufacturing the E320s. So that car is from like halfway of that period.
There's not much to say about that. We've had this car for 3.5 years now. And in the first period of time that I spent here, which was the spring of 2022, we only had the Mercedes. And then during the summer, we got the Porsche. And since then, we've been having a collection of 3 cars. It's that simple to tell. Like, we got a Mercedes on one side, a Porsche on the other side, and a BMW on the other side. And before I got my driver's license, we would usually take the Mercedes out during the week and then Porsche during the weekend. And a Facebook post that shocked the heck out of me. And yeah, my mom sent me a picture of that. It was some rather suspicious footage of something unimaginable that had happened in an ice cream store. So you know how we live in the state of bears, right? So believe it or not, there was a grizzly bear that had snuck into an ice cream store. The bear snuck in with a lot of curiosity about how each flavor would taste. And so he grabbed a big chunk of some of the flavors, and when the worker of the store came, the worker, he or she, I don't know about that, but said, as long as someone pays for a whole lot of that. So the local wildlife workers had to come in and they had to pay a big chunk of money for what the bear ate after sneaking into an empty ice cream store. Holy shit, man. And I also found that 9,500 people have commented on this post. You can go on Facebook and find out about this on this account called Storytime. It talks a lot about some true stories where people have weird experiences with animals, or animals sneak into places just out of over curiosity. Because there was also a post that came out 1 hour ago of a teenager riding his snowmobile to point a laser on a mountain lion's head. Luckily, he survived. Yo, check that out. There's a good number of ducks here at this creek today. Looks like they're trying to have some fun. Do you guys see what I can see? There's a shopping cart down there. This is a shopping cart that fell down into the stream, and I'm in, yo, this is insane. Just assume this, right? You're leaving the grocery store and some other person fights with you, and you get so mad that at some point you explode and you push the shopping cart away, and this some crazy mad moments. Well, that will do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do leave a like to this video, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.